Hey, it's your old pal Fernbark, and I'm back up at Morningwood after it's been actually more than a month. I had to go back and look at an old video, so a pretty long time. It's just awful weather, just raining and cold. And I'm saying this, but I realize like I have people in Canada and the Northeast are like, oh wow, 40. But anyhow, what's going on this week is I'm just enjoying the sunshine because we're going to get 2 days of it. And it's actually kind of late in the day right now. I didn't really do too much earlier today. But what I'm going to be making is Buffalo Ribeye, Philly Cheesesteak, and a pie iron. And I hope it turns out as good as it sounds. So the stars of this show are going to be this Buffalo Ribeye, which is dark, beautiful red meat. Not really much marbling in there, so I hope it tastes as good as like a cow ribeye. And onion and some mushrooms, and I'm just going to whip the camera over here. I'm going to go ahead and get those started in my canteen cup. So the good news is this is still almost frozen, which is going to allow me to cut nice thin strips off of it. The bad news is I didn't bring a cutting board, so I'm just going to wing it on this paper towel if I can figure out how to get this bag open. Oh, that thing is really dense. Ooh, you know, it might end up being pretty tender. Look at that. Oh, you know, I'm just going to slice it as thin as I possibly can with this knife and eventually get it in the pot. Here's this great looking ribeye, and the only seasoning I'm going to use on it is a generous portion of ground salt and pepper. And I'm just going to cook this other half up because I want to try it by itself. Because they weren't giving this stuff away, I'll tell you that much. Well, I'm thinking there's a real chance that I doom myself with my bread choice because I don't know that my bread is big enough for my pie irons. So we shall see. Oh wow, those things are really hot. Where's my little spatula? Get the inside of these. Alright, let's see if my bread fits. Yeah, it's a little small. Okay, so I kind of planned ahead for this. Oh shoot, I forgot the main thing here. I gotta put my cheese in. There we go. Let me get a little bit more of my mushrooms and such in there. And then I need to put a second bread on. And I gotta quickly butter up another piece of bread. I'll do that off. Oh man, she's really squeezed in there. Having a hard time getting this shut. All right. Alright, here we are. I did smoke that pretty bad, and that's, well, I was going to say it's my fault. Of course it's my fault, but I know I had preheated those pie irons way too hot. And I'm just going to eat the rest of my meat on an open-faced sandwich because it's also not the right size, and it has a giant hole in the middle, making it pretty much worthless for a pie iron. So let's cut into the one I have here. You can see actually putting those together didn't work too terrible. Oh, that looks pretty good, huh? Well, I wish you guys could smell this. And I tried this buffalo off camera, and it's pretty dang good. Taste test in the waning hours of the day. Yeah, that's really good. I'd definitely do this again with a piece of bread that doesn't need to be doubled up. Super good. I'm not going to eat in front of you anymore. Alright, let's go ahead and put a bow in that. Wow, it was really good. And I wish I hadn't toasted up that crust. It looked worse than it tasted. It actually tasted pretty good. It didn't taste burned as bad as it looked. It was nice and crispy. And I got to say, if you ever get a chance, try buffalo. That ribeye was fantastic. It was so tender. It was unbelievable. But it tasted pretty much just like beef. Just like really tender, really good beef. So I don't know if I were given like 6 pieces of meat on a plate, if I could pick the one that's buffalo out of them. Because it doesn't have a unique flavor to it. Like if you're eating elk or deer or something, you can kind of tell. But the buffalo is just like fantastic beef. So yeah, go ahead and give that a go. Anyhow, thanks for watching. All right. There you have it.